Today I wanted to talk a little bit about this really cool phenomenon that people in the guitar world are noticing called the JHS Effect. And if you don't know already, JHS is a pedal company who's known for making some of the most desired pedals out there right now, as well as cultivating a pretty big following on YouTube. The Effect, aptly named after their pedal company or his pedal company and YouTube channel, is when they feature some gear that they're not necessarily pushing on the market as far as like your typical influencer. They're just featuring a piece of gear and showing what it can do. And almost immediately, the used market value for that gear skyrockets. And it's a really interesting phenomenon because, like I said, I don't view it as a typical influencer who's maybe getting paid to push this pedal. It's a pedal company who, if they were doing that, would push their own pedals. But it's a pedal company who is just grabbing something that they think is cool and shooting it out against similar pedals. And if it gets good praise, boom, market value goes up. I don't want to come off like I'm preaching because I've done it. I've been a victim of the JHS Effect. About 9 months ago, they did a Klon shootout, and at the end, they did a real Silver Centaur $7,000 Klon versus like a Wish.com Mosky, I think was the brand name, $30 pedal. And Addison, their resident Klon connoisseur on the JHS YouTube team, couldn't tell the difference. He thought the $30 Wish.com pedal sounded better than the real thing. Boom. I ran to Amazon to get that pedal. Got it. It sounds good. It's a good pedal. But, how many overdrives do I already have that probably could do the same thing if you play around and dial them in? And I guess that brings me to the root of what I'm trying to get out is, I think when us as guitar players, when we watch these videos about how good some of these pedals sound, we think, that's it. That's the missing piece that my playing needs. I need to spend more money on gear, and then my tone will be perfect. I think some people are taking it as, instead of practicing more, I can just buy a thing and it'll make me sound good. When the JHS team is putting these videos out, I don't think they are showing us these pedals as like you guys need to go buy this. There's magic fairy dust inside this pedal that'll make you sound good. I think that's how we're interpreting it, but I think they're finding pedals that sound good that maybe didn't get the recognition they deserve, and they're just showcasing them against more name brand stuff. Simple as that. So that's the Effect. That's the Effect plus my 2 cents, which no one probably cares about, but that's the Effect in summary. Is they feature a pedal that maybe was underrated, put that video out there, and the used market goes up. I think a really good example of this is just a video they did a week or so ago featuring the Bad Monkey, and they shot it out against numerous overdrives, and that pedal on reverb has skyrocketed. I believe you could get them for like $60 brand new. In the video, Josh Scott stated that you could get them for like $60 still, and then that video got released, and so the evidence of that the Effect is real. And I think that's the video that kind of really got everyone talking about it. The second part of this video is I want to see if I can maybe recreate what they're doing. Not as far as the market value, because I don't have near the cult following that they do, but more so I want to grab a pedal that I've kind of disregarded, thrown in the back of the drawer because something new came in that I thought sounded better. And I want to see if I can throw it on the board and get some good tones with it. Something that if I saw it on the JHS live stream or a video, that would make me run out and buy it. Enter the the Washburn Soloist Distortion. I picked this up at a pawn shop in 2010, 2011. I don't think I paid more than $20 for it. It was early on in my gear discovery career, and I thought, cool, distortion pedal, $20, let's buy it. And as I've acquired more pedals, I needed room on the board. This one got popped off, tossed in the back of the drawer, wrote it off essentially, and we're gonna bring it back out and see if we can get some good tones out of this. I think we can. I don't think it's that hard. I think if you've got a decent pedal that you just play around with it and dial it in, I think you'll get some good tones. Let's see if we can do it. So here's the setup. We've got the Marshall setup. This is a Marshall Origin 20 watt combo, set up to a relatively clean tone. And then I've got the pedal cam set up on the Washburn pedal. And we'll just play and see if we can dial in some tones with a pedal that I'd previously kind of just disregarded. So clean tones first, just nothing special, just to get an idea of what, and we're going, that's the only pedal. I'm not adding any reverb, I'm not adding anything else. So the only difference is going to be the pedal. Okay, we're gonna engage the Soloist Distortion. Knobs are noon. Gain is about noon. Everything's at noon. Yeah. I'm in the bridge position right now. Yeah. Let's try the neck. All right, let's do some, let's back the level off a little bit. A little bit more tone. And yeah, let's try that. The rock and roll stance, as I call it. This is probably going to stay on the board for a little while. I'm rediscovering this thing. I should probably wrap up this rambling video in a few final thoughts. I want to step off my soapbox and say, if a pedal sounds cool, I'm not trying to, shame anybody from seeing something they like on the internet and buying it, because I do it all the time. But I think, for me personally, before I just go out and buy something, the expectation should be that it's not going to improve my playing at all. I just had a $20 pedal that I thought sounded killer. Maybe it's worth taking another look in that drawer full of pedals and pulling something out and throwing it back on the board. You might rediscover something that you didn't know you had. And I think what I'm discovering is buying something isn't going to make a difference. Sitting down, grabbing your guitar, and playing is where the tone comes from. I think I'm in a good place to end this video. I know this was the ramblings of some unknown dude in his basement playing guitar, but I just thought it was a really cool concept to kind of look in, find a pedal that probably has potential, and see what I can do with it. If you made it this far, I appreciate your support. If you aren't already subscribed, I'd love it if you were. It really helps the channel grow when you click that subscribe button. And we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.